All right, James.
Yes.
James, where are you from originally? Where'd
I'm
you grow
originally
up?
from Louisiana, Shreveport, Louisiana.
Shreveport.
Yes.
And tell me about your family growing up.
Well, I didn't have a big family. I had a sister and a brother, and they deserted. My mom deserted their kids, so I mean we all separated. And I still haven't seen my sisters and brothers, and it hurts, but life do go on.
How would you describe your childhood?
Up and down. I was able to get into a good foster care, and then I ran away, and then they put me in another one that wasn't that good. It was abusive. So I mean, pretty much my childhood was up and down, like I just said, and it hurts to think back on it because some stuff happened in my second foster care, and then during my life, it has been repeated.
Can I ask what happened in that second foster care?
It hurts to say, but I was violently molested, and you are the first person I ever told this to, honestly. You are the first person I ever told this to.
Really?
Yes.
You carry the
Most
secret with you everywhere you go.
I carried the secret for almost 50 years, not knowing what the outcome would be, but I mean, if somebody else can hear my story, it might can help them to be able to tell their story faster and sooner. I mean, it's a lot of programs now that can help these people that has been molested and that's scared to speak out on it. So this is my story.
And that went on for how long?
Pardon me?
How long did that go on?
It went on for about 3 years. Then I ran away and it stopped, but I grew up being a bisexual man. And
You came to Los Angeles?
I came to Los Angeles in 1970, like 78, 79. And by me coming out here, the first place I went to Hollywood, so it was bizarre. Hollywood was a second home for me, so to speak, because people used to pick me up off the street and we'd do homosexual things until I actually graduated from high school. Then once that happened, I mean, my life turned to the worst. I was introduced to downtown Los Angeles, and oh boy, I thought that me being molested was something natural, but then when I came to Los Angeles, Hollywood, then downtown, it was totally a freak show, for real. It was a real freak show. And it hurts, it still hurts to think about how I was introduced to downtown. You know, it was the drug scenery, fast money, until I got caught up. You know, I got caught up by the police. It was crazy. It hurts now to really talk about it because I still can see the demons and the people that had done me wrong. I soon got over it though. I got over it by meditating and practicing Buddha, you know, Buddhism. And now that I'm speaking about it, it really kind of releases a lot of pressure off me. But I know what had happened, and it's not going to change. You know, it's not going to change. But
I think that information has power over you if you keep it a secret.
yes, it most definitely has the power. But now that I released it, and that I'm being televised, it can help somebody else.
Do you feel lighter?
Yes, I really do. I really do. I mean, I thought that by me speaking on it, I was gonna cry and boo-hoo. But I needed to talk about this, bro. I really do.
I believe it. That's a hell of a secret to keep inside.
Well, it's a hell of a secret for the simple fact that I was molested. I was pretty much raped. And men don't think that they can be raped, but I was raped. Not once, not twice, but several times in my life. But all of them was in my teenager years. So I mean, I can talk about it. I don't want to talk about it, but it's done now. And I can move on, so to speak. I can really move on and get out of the mess that I'm in. Still to this day, 2023. I mean, I was haunted behind these noises, these sounds. Men with their mustaches and beards on me. You know, it's crazy. It's really crazy, and I'm ready to move on. I'm ready for the next chapter in my book.
That's great.
You know,
drugs have been a part of your life?
Drugs been somewhat a problem as me being young. I'm almost 3 years clean now, and that's a good thing in my life because at first I was selling my body, actually selling my body, you know, like I was some type of freak. But now that I know I'm not no freak, I didn't even tell my sponsor the story I'm telling you guys. They say in the big book, you gotta get clean, you gotta get rid of all the junk that's in your past. But this is a story that I didn't want nobody to know. You know, I don't know you, you don't know me, so I figured that this would be a good time for me to broadcast my story. You know, I know somebody that's gonna watch this it would definitely help them. You know.
I believe that.
Yeah, I truly believe it too. You know. But now my
You're
life.
Not alone.
But now my life is starting to turn around. I mean, this is even gonna make it better. You know, because I could tell myself that I was able to tell my story to this man that I didn't know. We put it on YouTube, whatever, on the internet, and I feel millions of people will be able to watch this.
It's like you're releasing it.
Yes.
From your subconscious almost.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel a little better. I didn't know it was gonna be like this, but I feel better. I swear.
Good for you. That's great.
Yeah.
But if you had your life to live all over again, James, what would you have done differently?
I wouldn't change nothing. I mean, I deal with what has happened. I mean, made me a stronger person now. I am no longer into homosexuality. I mean,
You're not?
No. I mean, as I grew older, I knew that it was wrong. I knew that life wasn't for me. So, I mean, now that, you know, they say once a homosexual is always a homosexual, but I can honestly say that my life was, it was like paused, and I went through this phase. And now that I'm an older man, I mean, I'm out of that phase.
Have you been in love before?
I've been mugged.
Been in love before?
Oh, not with a man, with a woman though.
With a woman?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you have kids?
I have 2 daughters right now. They're 22 and 19. One just graduated last year.
Do you talk to them?
No. Me and their mother are on bad terms, so I mean, I would love to get in contact with them though.
You feel like what happened to you at that second foster family is what kind of derailed your life?
Yes, it did. Yeah, because it was scary because the foster parents, they had their siblings there too, and 2 of the siblings was like monsters, really. They was like a couple of years older than me, and they felt that what they were doing was right, but it wasn't. I mean, I was handcuffed, I was tied, I was tickled, I was. It hurts to talk about it though.
This was in Louisiana?
This was in Louisiana, yeah. Yeah.
What emotions do you go through holding on to these secrets?
A lot of emotions are, it's painful. I mean, I was shied off by being by myself a lot, you know, and thinking that somebody knew, thinking that they would tell people. So, I mean, I just dealt with what was coming at me. I was just dealing with it.
What's been your darkest point, your lowest point?
Me trying to commit suicide. Out here in California, though, me trying to commit suicide. When I went to jail, the police had picked me up. And I tried to commit suicide like twice. Once I hung myself and it broke off, then I was at a motel and I took a lot of drugs to OD, but that didn't work either. So here I am still.
So the drugs were mainly to escape the
escape the reality that was happening to me. Mm-hmm.
Your life gets really dark.
It was my darkest days. And then there's not nobody I can talk to about the situation. And the best way was to end my life. But I'm so glad that I didn't now.
That's great. How old are you now?
I'm 60.
60. So you have plenty of good years left.
Yeah, real talk. I've been having good years as of lately, though.
You look healthy.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm glad I'm able to speak on my subject so somebody else can learn from it.
Well, I think it's a much more common occurrence than you suspect.
And it's more people that don't tell somebody that they've been, you know, unless, especially a manly man like myself, I feel today, they die with that sorrow, you know.
How has it affected your life? Have you had jobs?
I had jobs, but it has affected it tremendously because I didn't want to be around nobody, you know. And then I turned off to hustling the streets, and then start selling drugs, and you know. So it messes up your life, one way or the other.
It seems to affect a person's self-worth.
Yes, because I felt like shit. I mean, some of the stuff that men have done, I mean, and then it seemed like it was my fault too, because the way it happened in Louisiana, I brought it out here to Hollywood, you know, so I was blaming some of the stuff on myself, having self-guilt, until I really finally realized that it's not me. You know, as I got older, I realized it wasn't me. You know?
It's not your fault.
It's not my fault. And for me to be able to go to the police station no, that's bullshit. No. But today I feel good, man.
I'm glad speaking about it seems to lighten your load a little bit.
It lightened it a whole bunch, for real. And I still feel like I should have cried, but I'm a big boy now. I don't need to do no crying, at least not now. Maybe when I see the
video?
Yeah, the video, I might cry.
No, you'd be proud of yourself.
Yeah.
It takes a real man to
Yes.
share this kind of stuff.
Yes.
James, what would you say is the most important lesson you've learned in your life?
To be able to speak out on anything that's happened to you, to be able to speak freely of the good and the bad, you know. Because a lot of bad happens to a lot of people's lives. They just don't speak on it.
Excellent.
Yeah.
James, thank you so much for sharing your
Yes,
story.
yes, peace.
Takes a lot of courage.
Peace.
Thank you, man.